What is going on, guys? Johnny here.
And Frizzy.
Frizz, happy belated Mom's Day.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a great day. I did absolutely nothing. John posted for me, so I didn't even have to post.
No. Your Mother's Day gave me, like, what I want for my Father's Day.
Nothing?
Not, like, do nothing.
Do nothing, right?
And what did you want to eat?
Pizza and wings.
That's like Dad's Day.
It was great.
You know how like the Super Bowl and like the day before Thanksgiving is like the busiest pizza days?
Mm-hmm.
Well, going to pick up the pizza yesterday,
Yeah.
Mother's Day may be the slowest.
Probably. Yeah, probably. I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to get dressed. I wore my pajamas all day long.
And watch Twilight.
And I watched Twilight, yes.
So, happy Mom's Day to all you moms out there. I know this will probably come out like Wednesday or Thursday, so it was a little while ago, but happy belated Mom's Day. Lot to get to.
Yeah, we had an amazing weekend. Over, what was it, 60 sales? 62?
63.
63 sales over the weekend.
I will give the caveat, we did not ship Friday.
No, so it was 3 days.
So, normally
nice.
we ship Friday, but we send everything out Thursday. So 63 orders for over $2,000.
Nice.
Man.
That was a good weekend.
You know it's a good weekend when you have 3 Mercari sales.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
pretty good.
That's a lot of Mercari.
3 in one weekend, yeah.
We also toured Goodwill.
We did. They wouldn't let us film though, you guys.
They wouldn't let us film the
what
stuff
we wanted
you
to
want,
film.
what
Yeah.
you wanted to film. But we're hoping maybe that's like an Eene.
Yeah.
And maybe someday they'll let us do like a one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
It was very like HR related. Like the people there came from like other companies and like wanted to know the goods. And of course we wanted the dirt for you guys.
But they did say the CEO of the Central North Carolina Goodwills was there and talked. And he said that they don't mind resellers at all. They like resellers. So for the people that give resellers a hard time,
Goodwill likes us.
Goodwill likes
us. But let's get to these sales and talk a little bit more about our tour.
Yeah.
Mercari. 3 sales. $85.46.
Okay.
But
I mean,
not
that's
bad.
something.
Not bad.
It all adds up.
First sale is actually this monster polo because sometimes, you know, the motocross guy has got to get dressed up a little bit. This actually sold pretty quick. We took an offer for $15, which was pretty underwhelming, but it moved quick. So.
Yeah. Next up we have this somersault bathing suit. I came across a couple of these and they've sold very, very quickly. I think this is the first year I'm actually really diving into bathing suits more. And I'm telling you, like, there's like sleepwear, there's really there's money in bathing suits. If you can find them
don't swim on swimwear.
I don't know.
It doesn't
this sold for $25.
Nice.
So yeah, not bad for a pre-owned swimsuit.
And then, I don't normally pick up jerseys just because there's a lot of like fake vibes to them. But this New York Yankees, Frizz, bonus points if you know who this is.
Oh, that's my favorite number, 23, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, this is Michael. This is a New York Yankee Michael Jordan jersey. This is actually a Mitchell and Ness. New with tags. I picked this up at Freedom House a couple weeks ago for like $8. Don Mattingly was the correct answer. Sold for $45.
Nice. Sold fast.
Yeah. Okay, Poshmark portion, 18 sales, $538. Frizz, these Savage Tactician Hawaiian shirts just continue to sell.
And John went back Saturday to try and buy the rest of them, but they only had one left.
Because they marked them all down to $1.99.
I mean, that's pretty...
They had them listed for $6.99. I went to buy them, and they jacked them up to $14.99. So I got them half off, which kind of takes it back to what they were originally priced.
Yeah.
And then now there was one left at $1.99.
It's okay.
Thrift stores.
Great find, though.
Great find.
Here we have Henson Woo. This is an actual really great brand to be on the lookout for. Every time I found this brand, it has sold immediately, very fast. So this is a nice poplin kind of tunic button down, and it buttons down the back, and it sold for $45 very quickly.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have to say, this was in the death pile upstairs for a long time. And when I listed it, it sold really fast.
So we have tried to scale back our thrifting a little bit because we've said this before, we have family coming and we went through, organized everything. It'll be a video at some point. And now we're maxed out on storage.
Yeah.
So we're shopping at the Frizzys Fine thrift store.
It's just been working. All right, next up is this Free People Beach. I just found it while we were in Nashville.
Knoxville, right?
Yeah, Knoxville. It sold very fast and for $50. And the other Free People that I found in Knoxville also sold. So,
on eBay, yeah.
Yeah, very fast. And Free People is still selling.
And you said that you like Free People Beach.
I do like Free People Beach sells better for me than regular Free People.
Is that the Free People of the moment there? And then shopping in the Frizzys Fine's thrift store. Do we take donations?
Yes, we do.
Are we a non-for-profit? No. This loon crew neck, like I say, vintage crew necks, good for $18.
Nice.
We'll say in the death pile for years, sold in weeks.
Wow, and it probably came from the bins.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so $18, vintage crew necks.
Nice. All right, next up we have this And Other Stories maxi dress. So that's what the tag looks like. I'm picky with this brand, but this one was new a tag and I got it at the bins. I have had it for a while. I would say maybe like 6 months I've had it. But it sold for
$40.
$40 from the bins.
Is that like is that its own thing, or is that like an Anthro or
no? I don't think it's sold at Anthro.
It's just its own thing.
It might be sold on Revolve. I'm not exactly sure, but
gotcha.
Yeah.
And then I sold a little UNC bundle. Someone's getting ready for football, Frizz. The old Bill Belichick
They're gonna
excitement.
have a great fit.
Yeah.
Great fit.
$45. Not too bad. Getting 2 more things out of here.
Okay, next up we have, I wanted to show this. It doesn't sell for a ton, but this Skully, it sells really quickly. So I've found this a few times, and every time it's sold within the week of listing. These are a pair of wide leg linen pants, and they sold for $25. This brand isn't extremely expensive retail, but it does sell really fast.
Nice.
So, yeah.
We like that. And then, Frizz, you found these. Guys, if you saw our Nashville Bins video, Frizz, you loved the Nashville Bins.
I love the Nashville Bins. I gotta go back.
And then somebody commented on our last video and said it's not even the best bins in Nashville. So now we gotta do the other ones.
Yeah.
These are 10,000. And just some gym shorts that, sold really quick because we were in Nashville last weekend. But it just has this...
The X
marks the spot. We took an offer for $21, but at the bins, and it's gonna sell quick. Yep. We like it.
All right, and then finally on Poshmark, we sold this Lafayette 148. It is a down-filled puffer vest. It is a size small, but I still picked it up because it is down-filled, and I usually pick up anything that's down-filled, even if it's a small size. There's that. And it sold very, very fast. I took an offer for $38. I think I had priced it more around $50, but we're going out of this season and I just wanted to move it. So, yes. Lafayette 148.
So there is a quick recap of Poshmark. We didn't show all 18, but just some of the highlights. And Frizz, some bigger, bulkier things have been selling, which is great because we need the space.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
eBay killed it.
Wow. 42 sales, over $1,500 net. So after they take out all their fees and stuff like that. A good weekend.
Yeah, it was a great weekend for eBay.
So let's dive in. We're going to show a lot because there's a lot of good stuff to talk about. I will say, like, doing that Goodwill tour. So we didn't just tour like a store. No. We did their like corporate headquarter for the Greensboro.
It's a region, so it's 5 counties surrounding our county. So 5 counties and their corporate office is like downtown Greensboro.
So it showed all the different programs that they do, which they actually do some really cool programs. There's like HVAC training and
truck driving.
Like it actually is pretty cool.
Carpentry or like construction training. They do a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. And we saw or heard or whatever, like the Gen Zers, like they like the trades. So that's pretty cool. We did get to see behind the bins. We did,
the back end of the bins, which if you're at the bins or our location, you can kind of look back and see what's going on back there. So we kind of knew a little bit.
I didn't realize how far back it went. It was funny touring and seeing employees that we know.
I know. They were all like, hey. They were like, it's weird seeing you behind here. And I'm like.
But guys, we did get to see shopgoodwill.com.
Their online store. Yeah.
Our Goodwill sends stuff to Shop Goodwill. Interesting thing I found, they pay to put things on shopgoodwill.com.
Yes, because the shopgoodwill.com, I guess, a store in California started it. So if your store sends anything to Shop Goodwill in California, there is a fee for them.
Yeah, and apparently you can like filter and pull by store.
Yeah.
There were some goodies back there, but I wasn't like people are like shopgoodwill.com. Right. They didn't have like great stuff.
And I will say for our region, there are 5 counties that all filter into the Shop Goodwill from the downtown Greensboro location. Is small, tiny. There are not that many things. It surprised me how small it was.
Yeah.
So I can't make the excuse of they're putting everything online when really they don't have a lot.
They don't get a lot.
They don't have a lot.
And that was not like a paid like we're siding with Goodwill.
No.
We do love Goodwill because 99% of what we buy comes from a Goodwill.
We pay for somebody's mortgage or somebody's salary
or something. But it was very interesting to see it behind the scenes. We did want to ask like some of those hard questions, but didn't want to be like the jerk of the group.
Yeah.
Because it was very like positive and uplifting.
It was very positive.
We didn't want to be the Debbie Downers in the group, but Goodwill, we still have questions for you.
Yeah. It is very surprising, though, at least in our region, that the Shop Goodwill portion is tiny.
Yeah.
Very small.
So, guys, let us know how do you feel about Goodwill? How do you feel about the shopgoodwill.com?
Have you bought anything from Shop Goodwill?
Yeah.
I have browsed a little bit, but I haven't really spent much time on the site.
But I feel like if they keep pulling stuff from stores like it as like a reseller, it may not be bad to just peek and check on it every once in a while.
And I know in our region they allow for local pickup, so you don't have to pay shipping. So if you find something around your area, you can just pick it up and not pay shipping.
Yeah, look at that. So now that we did this free ad for Goodwill,
it's terrible.
Let us interview you. Let's get back to eBay. A very unassuming brand that sells very well.
Very fast.
And you can barely make it out. Barely make it out.
Barely see it.
Because we're talking about Greensboro. But this Marina Wool icebreaker t-shirt sold in like 2 days for $23.
Nice. Not bad. This was a great find. This is the Sandro, very high-end brand. And I think I paid $7 for this. It has it's like a poplin button down with jewels, bedazzled all over it. And this sold for $101.
Oh, $1 for every Dalmatian.
Yeah, so very good find here. So just be on the lookout for this brand. Sandro.
Like a rhinestone cowboy. So, Frizz, little Western wear here. This is a leather vest by the brand Roper. But guys, look at these buttons. The buffalo nickels. Pretty cool. We did pay up for this. I picked this up at Freedom, and I want to say we might have paid like $20 for this. Wow. We got a brown one, and we have a black one.
But it is new attack.
It is new attack. It is a new, and it sold for $80.
Nice. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Next we have this Moss and Hoffman. This is a very good brand to be on the lookout for, and it is 100% wool. We're going into summer. Winter things are still selling.
Yes.
So I would say my suggestion is list everything. List whatever you have.
Yeah.
Don't sit and wait on it. Because this sold for $58.
Yeah.
Not bad.
And Frizz, like you said, it's a little chill. There's some toros in the atmosphere. Yeah. It's been a little chilly. And so maybe people still need
to bundle up.
And I was in Buffalo last weekend. It is still very cold.
Yeah.
So, Frizz, what what makes a bins a good bins for you?
Finding stuff.
Like, is it quantity? Is it quality? Is it
both.
a little of both?
Both. I think both.
Because you did love the Nashville bins, and things are selling.
Yeah, we've got a lot of sales from.
And guys, yeah, are you surprised? This sold. This obviously was in the Nashville bins video, and the messages started flooding in immediately. Yeah. In the video, I was like, this is a pillow. No, it didn't seem right that it would be a pillow, just because how this is laid out. Guys, the consensus is that this is a dog costume.
Yes.
So
good to know.
This would kind of go over.
That's cute.
Rover. And then wrap around underneath, which totally makes sense.
You could use it as a pillow, though, too.
Well, so the first message that we got about it, somebody asked and said, hey, about the pillow. And I said, I think it might be a dog costume. Mm-hmm. And they were like, don't care, want it anyways.
Yeah. So thank you. Thank you.
Shout out. And $30. Not bad.
Not bad.
Bolo.
Bolo. Next up we have some Levi's vintage orange tab. They are the 505s. And we probably had these for quite a while.
A little while.
And they sold for
$43.
$43, yeah. So some vintage Levi's are good.
Yeah, and not necessarily knowing which ones.
Yeah.
But anytime the tab is a different color, I at least look it up.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you like what number was best or anything like that.
No, but you can see the date of it on the tag inside. There is a way. This one does not have a tag though. So anyways, most of them have the paper tag that'll tell you the date. Mm-hmm.
Cursed item.
Oh, yeah. Cursed
item. This new tag, dead stock, Atlanta 96 Olympic champion shirt, new tag. This shirt sold last year. Mm-hmm. And magically just showed up like a month ago on our doorstep that somebody must have had the wrong address in or whatever it was. So it came back. They had put in that they had never received the item. Long story short, tried to message them, never heard back. It came back to us. Somebody bought it, then canceled it. Somebody bought it, then canceled it. And now it's going out again. So fourth time's the charm. $46. I believe it's international.
Oh, nice.
So praying to the thrift gods that we never see this shirt again.
This is true. And then next we have an Eileen Fisher. It is a size extra small, but substantial pieces I will pick up in smaller sizes. I don't pick up everything in size extra small, but this is a 100% suede goat leather cardigan. So I did have this priced up really high. I think I had it priced to $200. Got an offer for $100 and I was happy to take it. That's fine. Get it out. Still $100, and I think I paid $6 for it. Yeah. So, very good.
Come on, Eileen.
Yeah.
Love Eileen, but there's a new Eileen in town.
Another Eileen that's good to be on the lookout for is Don't Sleep on Sleepwear, Eileen West. And like these sell, we get them for $1.50, $2 at our Goodwill. And this sold quickly. This one came from the bins. In Nashville?
Did it? I don't think so.
I don't know.
No, the one I found in Nashville had a hole in it.
Oh, okay. Darn. But sold for $30. Yeah. Very fast. Quick flip.
Yeah.
You like that?
Can't beat it. And then this one, I'm trying to see my prices. Okay, $33. Guys, this is a Mack truck. Frizz, you can't see it. It's camouflage. Made by Horn Legends, and it's a bamboo. These Mack truck, I wouldn't say like Mack truck Bolo. Mack truck in large sizes that are like performance material actually do pretty well. So again, this sold for $33 in like 2 weeks.
Oh, nice. That's
something that you would probably pass on 9.9 out of 10 times. But Mack truck, larger sizes, performance.
It's a bolo.
There's your bolo.
All right, and next up we have this Anthropology Maeve. Again, a brand I am very picky with whatever. I'm very picky, but this I do pick up maxi dresses. So most always, if I see an Anthropology maxi dress, I will pick it up. I paid $6 for this, and it sold for $50.
Nice.
Yeah.
Frizz, that is exactly why you hate lists.
Why?
Right, because never say never.
Yeah, this
like
is true.
here
No,
is a
never say
Maeve
never.
that just sold for $50. But if you made a list to not pick up, you'd say Maeve. But
Yeah.
that's your exception.
But yeah, there's always exceptions to everything. I never say never.
And then this Ralph Lauren blazer sold for $64.
I got it at the bins.
Polo, Ralph Lauren. So, our bins just went up in price.
Our bins did just go to $2 a pound. Which,
for like $169.
yeah, but I mean they've been crap anyways for the past 6 months.
We didn't tell them that on the tour.
No.
Things we think but do not say.
Yeah. Merci is another great brand to look for. It's got a great sell-through rate. It sells very quickly. And this is a nice kind of linen blend wrap with
Look at
these cute
those little
pom-poms on the bottom. Adorable. And it sold for $52.
Yeah, not bad.
So very cute, very pretty. Perfect spring.
Frizz, we've had a little bit of a Western vibe going today. This Wrangler denim jacket, look at those W's, sold for $34.
I got that at the bins.
So you paid maybe $3 for it?
Yeah. It was before the price went up though. But it is, we have Wrangler here locally in town. Their headquarters is here. And so this is a sample piece. So it has that little tag. So yeah.
And we do
see a lot of samples.
I was going to say, we do see a lot of samples because of
Wrangler.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
And Wrangler is actually trending right now. So if you find Wrangler, you should comp it because Wrangler is having a moment.
Yeah, I found a Wrangler Tiger sweatshirt that was sold at Free People.
Yeah. They do the little collabs.
That Frizz wants.
I do. I want it. So I'll wear it a couple times and then sell it.
So yeah, I mean Wrangler and Free People, so
Yeah.
clearly trending. Nice.
Okay, next we have this Love Shack Fancy. This is a very expensive brand. Does it sell well? No. It just takes forever to sell. It's a great brand though. I mean, some pieces do way better. But this, I've probably had this for a year. It's 100% silk, and it sold for $50, but it took forever. Would I still buy it when I see it? Yes, of course, because it's a great brand.
Well, $50 is
$50
solid.
is good, yeah.
And that's like the tricky thing about like sell-through rates is it could have a low sell-through rate and like sell that week, or you could be like, this is great, and 1 year later.
Yeah, for things that I know are worth a lot, like I'll pick them up knowing that I'm going to sit on them for a little bit because it's still worth it.
Yeah.
So
well, something like that, even if you took like an offer, like your margins are still pretty good.
yeah.
One other thing that we like to pick up, Free Fly.
Yeah.
Frizz, this is a nice jacket.
It is. I paid, I think, $7 for it, but it was so nice.
It's got the hood. And again, still cold weather stuff is still moving out. So we're selling winter coats and swimsuits.
Yep.
It's a weird time of
true.
year. This sold for $53.
Yeah.
Nice.
Free Fly is a great brand.
Yeah. Again, with eBay, we're not showing everything, but the Western wear vibe continues.
Yes. I picked this up in Nashville. This is Skully. It's the fringe, cute top, like perfect for the rodeo, boho, cowgirl, all the keywords. Sold very fast for $33.
Nice.
I actually was expecting maybe like 25 to 30 on this. So 33 is good.
Scully does well for us.
Fun.
But you said Western's in.
Yeah.
Yeehaw. 63 sales in a nutshell.
That was good.
We did the bridge version. Friends, we should be back to a normal schedule now. Life got a little crazy for a moment.
Yeah.
We do have to go to Indy.
This weekend.
This weekend. Are we going to the bins? The belts?
I don't know.
The Goodwill belts?
See if we have time, I guess.
Home Depot? A little Bed Bath & Beyond?
Bed Bath & Beyond.
So guys, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Stay tuned because we'll have some kind of indie thrifting concoction
To Indy
together.
we go.
Hi ho, hi ho. And we'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. We hope you loved it. If so, and you have not yet subscribed, please click that subscribe button. It helps our channel to continue to grow.